Hey, welcome to the Podcast Domination Show, where we help you launch, grow, monetize, and dominate the podcasting space. This is a show where we believe that if you can get attention with your podcast, you can influence someone. And if you can influence someone, you can get them to take massive action. And if you can get someone to do that, you, my friend, can dominate. I'm Diaz, your host and founder of Podcast Domination, and I'm your guide. Let's go. Boom! What's going on, guys? It is late as shit over here. I am in my workspace, so you guys can kind of see here. It's super nice right now because no one fucking here. So it's just me here. And I kind of like it like that, as weird as that sounds. But anyways, I told myself I was going to do I had to do a podcast tonight. This might be a podcast, this might not be. We'll see how the audio quality comes in here. But I was like, I got to do something, right? I got to create content, You can only listen to so many Gary V podcasts until you're like, dude, I have to do something. Like, you listen to that guy and you just feel like you're so behind on so many things. So anyways, I wanted to talk about actually tonight, I guess this morning, if we're going to be politically correct here, my results from my recent tests with Overcast ads. Overcast has an ads platform for podcasts. So I'm going to go over my stats, what I've learned. It's super simple, by the way. Like, I literally did this, guys, while I was driving, which is I don't recommend that shit. But I'm the kind of guy who makes very, very snap judgment purchases. And yeah, it's probably not the best thing. I'm going to go over my results. One, I'm going to go over who I think it's good for. Two, and then I'm also going to go over some cool things I like about Overcast in their platform, because you can actually see subscribers, which I get a million questions like, can you see subscribers on podcasts? Blah, blah, blah. Answer is no. And you can't see subscribers from your Libsyn provider, or your hosting provider, or from iTunes, which is probably where 60 to 70% of your traffic is coming from, at least if most of your people are in America. So that kind of sucks. But Overcast does why I like them. And their ads platform is super simple. And I think I'm going to share with you some secrets or some things I've learned that you can really use to kind of milk it and when to use it. So, okay, so let's just go over here. I think I can share my screen on this thing. Can I share my screen? Yes, no, maybe so. I tell you what I can do, I can only insert emojis in there. That sucks. What I'll do, I'll just go to my ads platform here and I'll read out the stats. Maybe I can copy and paste this. I don't know. Let's see how that comes out, right? Okay. All right. So I'm going to post this in the comments so you guys want to see my numbers here. Okay. You can see the copy I used. Launch, grow, monetize your podcast. Learn backdoor secrets to building an audience faster. That was my copy. Took me, literally, guys, I did that on the car ride to Tampa. Like, this shit was quick. Okay. So anyways, let's see the stats here. So I'm going to post them for those who are listening on the podcast. If this becomes a podcast, I don't know. We'll see how the audio comes out. I really should just post it as a podcast and not give a fuck about the audio, but I'm just kind of picky like that. Right. Anyways, so it runs for 30 days. Give you a little background on ads. So if you go to, for those who are wondering, you can go to overcast.fm/ads. And you can check it out there. So I'll post that in the comments too. So if you're not in the Facebook group and listening to this on the podcast, like, you're fucking missing out, man. But anyways, overcast.fm/ads. You can go there. My stats are as follows. So I paid $60 for this too, by the way. Okay, just so you FYI. I got 15,417 views. I don't have the exact definition. Let's see if they have a definition on what the hell that means. Views. Yeah, do you think they'd have an? Okay, we got to talk to Marco about that. He'll probably give me a rundown on that. Marco's the guy who runs Overcast, and I just spoke like I actually knew him. But yeah, I know him through through email conversation. But anyways, 15,417 views, 485 taps, and then 18 subscribers. So my subscriber rate is 3.7%. I don't know, not bad. My tap rate is 3.1%. And I did this in the education space. So you can go in with the platform, you can go in and basically pick what genre you want to advertise it. And for me, the other ones were like a couple $100. There's like 300 to 400 bucks. I think there's one. I want to say that the business one was getting up there like the $500 to $600 range. Don't quote me on that, but I think that's where it was at, somewhere around there. So I just picked the education one. I'm like, hey, let's just try it out. Throw $60 at it for 30 days. I can't go wrong with that. I picked up 18 subscribers since then. That's not bad. I don't know. Do the what's the cost per subscriber? I'll create that metric right now. So hang with me here, guys. We're gonna see the cost per metric. And Andy, my audio engineer, when you get this, please give me a drum roll right now. And hold it this entire time while I find this. Okay. All right. So 60 divided by 18. $3.33 per subscriber. That's how much I'm charging. That's how much it's cost me to acquire a subscriber, right? So $3.33 per subscriber is my subscriber rate right now. So I spent $60 on the freaking ad and runs for 30 days. Okay, so those are my results. Who is this for? So who is this for? This is for the person who has income to spend on podcast advertising and who has a good back end product to justify it. Meaning, if I'm trying to sell something like, my cost per client right now is like, or acquisition, like it's a new client is $4,000, right? After like PayPal and the other fees. So it's $4,000. So my cost per acquisition can be really, really high. So it depends on what you're selling. It depends on when, right? So I would say it's either if you have a high ticket program or something, that the podcast directly goes into. So if you're doing this, you need to make sure you have a really good call to action that sends people to a website where you can collect information, or sends them to an offer or a Facebook group like this one that you can further the relationship, right? So you can actually create a relationship that actually leads to a sale. So number one, make sure you have a damn call to action on your stuff, and it's not just free content that you don't send them anywhere to. It's pretty stupid. Number two, I think this is also what good for someone if they're doing a book launch, if they're doing a product launch, if they're doing any kind of launching of a product, and you are on the hunt, right? So you have a good, solid call to action leading to some kind of lead magnet, maybe that's a tripwire. So I think that's really good too. Or if you are, let's just say you are a personal brand and the podcast is a key piece of stuff, a key piece of content for you, where you have a lot of good content sitting around too, right? Because you don't want to really be dumping money into this if you're not happy with your content. So just run down this again, right? So make sure you have a kick-ass call to action that actually has value for the customer before driving money into this thing, right? You want to make sure your conversions are good, or something that you have something there that's going to convert them into subscribers and also listeners or people who go to another platform to find out more about you. B, if you have a product, if you're launching a show or launching a book or launching something that's, of value to them, then I think this is probably a good strategy for you to use in the short term. It runs for 30 days too, so why not, right? Buy it once, let it run for 30 days and see what you get. Just test it. And then the third one here is make sure you have really good content to drive to them. So when someone lands on your page, right, they're going to see obviously the first thing or the last thing you've actually produced. So last episodes should be really good, really kick-ass. They should have really good copy, like the headlines should be really, really damn good. And yeah, that's for right now, that's all I have. But I think those are good enough just to get you started. Remember, go to overcast.fm/ads. There's very few podcasters using this paid ad platform, and it's getting you in front of a lot of people. So I don't think it's a bad idea at all to at least test out. What else? I'm excited for this. I think it's a really cool platform. And if you want me to run your ads, let me know. I'll take care of the whole thing for you. Set it up, we'll let it run, give you the stats, and we'll figure it out. So all my clients who are in this group, let me know. I can run your ads for podcasts. Okay. So what are some other platforms that you could use for podcast advertising since we're on that topic, right? You could use Spotify. Full disclosure, I have not tested them. I just heard about them. You could use them, try them out. Let me know how that goes. You could also use Facebook ads, Instagram ads to drive traffic there. I think right now they're super dirt cheap, so I don't see why not, right? If you get the money to do it, you might as well build a damn audience. Like I might just keep doing this strategy just to build my audience faster than everyone else. So yeah, let's see what else. I think that's pretty much it for this episode or this Facebook Live. I think it's a pretty interesting play here. Remember, you can pick the genres you want. I think you can actually pick multiple genres. Don't quote me on that. I guess to leave off with one thing for sure. Oh, my client's podcast just shot up. Good. They're launching tomorrow, so congrats. One thing that's really crucial is copy, because the only thing that you can really control in this whole little thing in podcast or ad you set up is the copy. So if you're a really strong copywriter or one, this is where you can really kick ass. And good copy and ads is not no secret, right? It's like you need good copy and ads, but there's no graphics portion. There's no creative. No, it's like, here's your podcast artwork, and then here's some really good copy behind it. So you've got to have good copy. And I'm trying to figure out how I can test and tweak the copy here. You can't run split tests. You can't run A/B, no A/B tests. You can't insert a link. No, it's like you have a text block and you have a certain number of characters and you've got to fit your message inside those characters. And yeah, so good copy will crush this platform, I think, personally. So there's just some highlights there. Anyways, keep it short. I wanted to jump into my platform Libsyn account to see my own results because I haven't checked the actual downloads that my show's gotten. So let's change. I have 2 shows, 2 by the way, Lean Ripped and Healthy podcast. I should probably advertise that and see how that goes. But let's just see. I'm curious to see here, and I'm almost a bit scared to see what kind of downloads I've gotten, because this is not a big show, guys. Okay, so let's see here. I started running the ad in, looks like the 11th of June, or sorry, the 11th of January, right? So let's zoom into the 11th of January. Oh, crap. Okay, 11th of January. So I will go actually to the 11th of January. So the 11th of January I actually had 17 downloads. Let's see here. Then the 12th I had 4. And then what's this? The 13th I had 22. Then I had 32. Then I had 3. Then 8. Then 17. So it's going up and down. But my best day so far has been 42 downloads for a show that talks about podcasting. And I'm no friggin' Oprah here. It's not bad. So let's just say that. But anyways, month over month, I have doubled my downloads since December. December, I had a total of 153. Embarrassing, right? For a podcast producer. In January so far, and this is the 28th as I'm recording this, I have 333. So have the ads been helping? Who knows? But anyways, I've got 18 new subscribers, doubled my downloads, if we're just going to be honest here. And it only cost me $60. So I don't think it was a bad idea. So anyways, check out overcast.com. Make sure your copy is good, and make sure you have a good call to action to drive them somewhere to convert them into a long-term listener or a customer of your product or service. If you're in a very niche genre, I think this will work out for you because the cost will be lower and you can run the ad longer and you can crush the shit, right? So that's my feedback on that. It's 2:30 in the morning here, so I probably should get some sleep, but I'll catch you guys later. Peace.
Hey, what's up? It's Lewis again. Really hope you took something of value away from today's show. And don't forget, there's only one thing I want you to do if you need help, if you want to chat about this, if there's any way I can serve you, that is to text or maybe even give me a call at 561-405-7838. That is a Google Voice number that goes directly to my phone, so I will be on demand for you, and we can chat about how we can help you grow, launch, or monetize your podcast. Thanks. I'll catch you next week.